Yo, it's iGamer Mike. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.
What's up, YouTube? It's iGamer Mike. Do me a favor, pause this video, drop a like real quick below, resume video, and we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching one of my loadout guides. Peace out.
Hey, what's up, guys? So this is kind of my step one video in the guide. I'm going to go over the skills first. I know a lot of people are just looking for the skills, and they do their own thing with champion points and all the attributes and stuff like that. So I'm just going to, in this video, I'm just going to cover skills. I'm going to go over my main bar and my back bar. For my main bar, I use a Destro staff. I'm not going to really talk about my gear too much and my weapons and stuff like that. I'll go over that in another video as well. So make sure to subscribe and stuff like that. Get a chance to take a look at all the other uploads that I've got coming for you. Anyways, my first bar with the Destro staff, like I said, my second bar, my back bar, is going to be a healing staff, a resto staff, that I use all my shields and healing ward in. For my main bar, I've got Crystal Frag, Force Pulse, Structured Entropy, Malicious Curse, and Endless Fury. Crystal Frag is going to be kind of your main damage. It's going to be your hard hitter. As you can see, 10,000 magic damage, knocks them down, and you have a 35% chance to make this attack be instant, making this move proc, and it does 20% more damage and it costs 50% less magicka. So this is definitely the morph you want to go with. The other morph just does area damage and not really too good for PvP. In order to make it proc, you want to use Force Pulse. It's a decent damage move. It does a decent amount of cold frost and shock damage, and it also will cause area damage as well. But that's really not too important in PvP. Mostly you're gonna want single target burst damage. But the most important move that any magicka based person can have is Structured Entropy. If you're not using this, you are doing something wrong. If this is not in your loadout, you are doing something wrong. What Entropy does, it gives you a 20% damage bonus. It also does 6,800 magic damage, as you can see, over 14 seconds. So it's a good damage over time, and it heals you as well. So that's always a plus. Anytime you can heal yourself or anything, it's always a plus. But there's that 20% damage I was telling you about. But the insane thing is, the crazy part about this is, if you go to the Mages Guild, you have to have it level 10, which is totally worth it. The last passive. Every time you cast a non-toggle, so Mage Light does not work because you're not going to sit there and toggle it off and on. It has to be a non-toggle ability from the Mages Guild, which Entropy is going to be your main one for this. It's going to make your next damage cause an extra 20% damage, but it has to be activated within 5 seconds. So basically what I do is I will use Entropy at the start, and then I'll use like Force Pulse and Malicious Curse. Like Malicious Curse is going to be like my second attack, and then I'll spam Force Pulse until my hands turn purple, which that's when I know Crystal Frag is going to proc, is when you get the purple glow around your hands, and then you'll hit Entropy again to get that 20% bonus, and the 50%, or the extra 20%, plus the extra 20% plus from the Mages Guild. So that's going to make your Crystal Frag hit for 40% harder. Plus you're making sure that Crystal Frag is procced. So you're basically doing another 20%, which is 60% extra total damage on top of 10,000. So you're guaranteed to hit for over 16k right there. That's going to, if not one shot, but take most of everybody else's health, away from what you've already done with Force Pulse and Structured Entropy and Curse. And then if that doesn't do the job, just finish them off with Endless Fury. That's most likely going to do it. And for those tanks out there, you can always drop that Ice Comet. That's always going to really take away somebody's health. But anymore, everybody's shield stacking. Everybody's got really, the game's been out long enough now. You're coming across mostly V16s, and so you're really going to need a good burst damage loadout that does tons of damage. And with that being said, with everybody doing as much damage as you are, this is why you have the back bar where you're able to shield stack and heal yourself. And Healing Ward is a must-have. That is why I use the Resto staff. The Healing Ward, when you morph it, it's going to heal you and another group member, plus cast a shield on both of you as well. Dampen Magic, that's going to be from your light armor abilities, and that's going to be a spell damage, and increase your spell damage, absorbing 11,419 is what mine is because of my max Magica. And then Healing Ward, that is also a must-have for every Sorc. That's going to be your biggest damage litigator. It completely blocks all damage and absorbs up to 12,000 damage. So until you take that amount of damage, you have that shield active unless it runs off of that, it lasts for 20 seconds with the passives. If you get all the time passives from the Sorc trees, the skill lines. So you're gonna want to make sure you always have this on your back bar, if not on your primary bar. If you change, so you can change a few things up. You don't have. This is just a guide, guys. You don't have to go exactly off of what I'm telling you here. It's just a guide to get started. Every once in a while, I'll change a few things up. Like I'll change Boundless Storm. I'll move it to a different spot in my loadout, and sometimes I'll throw in the mines. I'll throw the Danger Minefield in for when I'm doing like some group content or some even some 1v1. Sometimes I'll throw it in there. But those are my main shields. Boundless Storm is a really, really good one. It increases your movement speed and it does damage. And then Streak is a morph. It's going to allow you to get away from enemies. It's going to allow you to basically streak forward, and it's going to do 3,000 shock damage. But the bad thing about this is it costs a ton of Magica. You're going to use this one time. The second casting of it is going to increase its Magica cost by 50% more Magica. That is just a ton, guys. You really don't have, a ton of Magica just to waste like that. So I don't recommend spamming it. It's a good move to just, to just casually get away when you're trying to, if you get in a group of, you come across a Zerg group or something. But other than that, you don't want to sit there and spam this when you're in a duel because you're going to just run out of Magica constantly. It's more of just a fleeing type thing. I mean, if you ever in the sewers grinding or something like that, you'll realize how hard Sorcs are to catch. But that's basically it, guys. It's pretty simple. And that's the thing about PvP. You go trying to throw these loadouts together, these builds, and they're so complicated. But really, the more simple, the better in this game. There's a lot of MMOs that you really got to really spend time building the perfect loadout. But with ESO, you have to remember simple is key. So like I said, you got your bonus here. That's going to give you the extra 40% damage when you hit level 10 with the Mage's Guild. It's only at 20 if you're under level 10. So you need them passives, guys. Get them passives. This is going to be your curse. It's going to blow up after 3.5 seconds. This is also Morph. Endless Fury is your finishing move that restores Magica. And then your spamming move, Force Pulse. And then your main damage, Crystal Frag, that's going to hit really, really hard when it's procced. After you're going to have an orange glow on your hands that lets you know its entropy is ready. And it's still procced. And then you're going to have the purple glow on your hands to let you know that Crystal Frag is procced. And that's pretty much it. That's all you got to know about procking for this loadout is basically just your entropy. It's going to stay procced for 5 seconds. And then your Crystal Frag. That'll just, your hands will be purple when you know that's procced. So that's pretty much it. None of these shields, none of these have a proc. These are all just shields. So there's really nothing to explain. If you just read the stats and attributes over here, they're pretty self-explanatory. But you want to get your max magic up there, guys. That's going to be your big boost. That's going to be what really, really increases your shields. I'll get into my gear a little better here in the next couple videos. My spell damage right now is 2506 without a buff. Depending on my helm, and like when I wear I haven't got the Mulakina stuff, but if I would have the Mulakina stuff, it'd be a little bit higher. I don't really know why it's jumping around right now, but I know it's normally 25 something. It's like 2503. I don't know why it's only 2393. I'll have to look, make sure I got all my gear on. Max Magica is actually a little bit higher too. It's usually right at 30k. Now I know if I had, I don't actually have all Max Magica mods. My gear is all gold, Vet 16, except for my helmet shoulders. It is just purple, but that's because I'm not going to turn it gold because it's not what I want. I want the Mulakina. Right now I just have the Engine Guardian. So I'm waiting for that Mulakina before I level that up. My max health is only 17. That's a little low too. I don't quite understand what's going on there. But you want your max health to be at least 20k when you're doing PvP. I do have, like I said, I don't have all max Magica. I have stamina. I have the triglyphs, the gold. I have gold triglyphs in all my gold gear. So my max Magica is a little low because of that. And but my max health is usually higher. I don't know why it's only 17. It's usually 24,000. My max stamina is usually around like 14 or 16. So I'll have to check some things out. But I will definitely get this my spell crit is low. My spell crit's where it should be because I don't have the spell crit boon. I have the spell damage boon. Like I said, I'll get into that more. The apprentice is going to be the spell power boon that gives you the increased spell damage. That's going to be the boon that you want for Sorcs. But anyhow, guys, like I said, I'll get more into this later. Get more into the gear and the stats in a coming up video. But for right now, it's all about that skills. Make sure you guys get this loadout down here. I'll show it to you one more time. You're going to have Crystal Frag, Force Pulse, Structure HP, Valacious Curse, Endless Fury, and Ice Comet. And again, Ice Comet, you have to be level 10 to get that on your Mage's Guild. Streak, Boundless Storm, Hardened Ward, Dampen Magic, and Healing Ward. That's going to be pretty much it, guys. It's a very simple build, like I said. If you really want to do good, that's what you got to do. You got to keep it simple. Simple is better. You know, you're getting too complicated. You're sitting there. You're trying to think too much while you're doing a fight. You keep it simple, and you're gonna really have the edge because you'll be able to be quick, and that's what 1v1s and group content and PvP is all about in this game, is speed and precision. So, like I said, keep it simple, and that's gonna be your #1 tip. Thanks for watching, guys. This is iGamer Mike. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.